Interesting question. The question says a stone is dropped into a well. A stone is dropped into a well in which the level of water is h below the top of the well. Below the top of the well. If v is the velocity of sound, then time t after which the splash is heard is equal to. So let me explain the question to you. The question says, for example, if this is a well and this is the level of water, this is water, so this h is this height, it is h, not this height, this is not height, so h is this height, that this much is h. Clear? This is the top of the well. If v is the velocity of sound, then time t after which the splash is heard is equal to, we begin at t is equal to 0 and we threw a stone. Suppose that we threw a stone, this is the stone, we threw the stone, it went here, and then the splash heard, it will took some time to reach here, and that will be through the speed of sound only. So we have to find time, which is t, for the whole journey, the time taken by the stone to come down, come to the surface of water, and then the time taken by the sound to travel up. Some people neglect this sound, but actually we have to include this sound also. So let us write the equations of motion. Suppose when the stone was dropped from this, its initial velocity dropped, that means its initial velocity was 0, in which, and this is h, this is the level of water below the top of the well, h, and final velocity is not given to us, and we have to find the time taken. So initial velocity 0, since it is dropped, final velocity is not given to us, height is given, we have to find time taken. We can use the second equation of motion here, and acceleration is minus g only. We can take it plus g, because here height is also in the downward direction, velocity, initial velocity is not. So we have for this part of motion, we have s is equal to ut plus half at square, where since initial velocity is 0, so it will be 0. So s, that is h, is equal to half times a is here g, acceleration due to gravity, and t square is the time taken by the stone to hit the surface of water, so it is t square. From here we get the value of t as t is equal to under root 2h by g. So the time taken by the stone to reach this part is this. We have calculated the time for the stone to reach this. Now we have to calculate the time taken by the sound to reach the top of the well. So since sound is not particle, sound is wave, so gravitation would not be there, gravity would not work in the case of sound. So we have given the velocity of sound as v is given to us as the velocity of sound, and v is the velocity of sound by, so velocity of time would be the distance, that is h in this case, and this time we have to find it, that is, let's suppose this is t1 and this is t2. So in this case we will get t2 is equal to h by v. So what we have discussed till now, if it is the well, this is the level of water, then the stone took t1 time to reach this place from here. From here to here, it take t1 time, and the sound take t2 time to return. So the total time, that is t, would be equal to t1 plus t2. So t is equal to t1 plus t2. What is t1? T1 is root gh, root gh by, no sorry, root 2h by g, plus what is t2? T2 in this case is h by v. So this is which option? Third option is our correct answer. So this was very interesting question. Here's the solution. And yeah, quite most people neglect this part, so they don't get the answer in the options. Every time there's this is given except this one. So sound of speed, the time taken by the sound to reach the top from the bottom, is this t2. So many people neglect this, so they get wrong answer. But since we have included this t2, we will get right answer. Okay, thank you.